area should be relatively safe, I think. I mean, we're pretty close to the monastery, and they certainly won't get that close, right? I mean, it's Innos' place. Alright. Get what you want. Any seekers? Hello? Isgaroth? You alright? I don't think that his name is Isgaroth, but... Oh boy. Is that one? No, it's a tree stump. Oh boy. Oh, it's lagging. Who's that? Who goes there? Jorgen? Aren't you the guy from the Valley of Mines? No, he was called Jargon. Who the bloody heck are you? Give me one good reason not to slay you.
Hey, you. I see you belong to the Magician's Monastery.
Yep.
Yes, why?
Can you use another worker there? I wouldn't know where else to turn.
Oh, well, do you have money? A lot of money? And where's your sheep? I don't see any sheep, so why do you think you could...
Where do you come from?
I used to be captain of a big whaler, my boy. The sea is my home. My ship, the good old Magdalena, was sunk by pirates a few months ago, and now I'm stranded here. All I ever wanted was to go back to sea. But since I've come here, not one schooner is called at this accursed port. The only ship which is anchored in Corinthus is that blasted war galley of the king, and they don't take on anyone. So what else can I do? There's no work for me in town. I've tried everything.
Alright, I said there are no pirates in the original Gothic one, but apparently there are. At least they are mentioned.
You'd better get off the road.
Don't worry. I've already noticed that the wilderness out here has become damn dangerous in the last couple of days.
Alright. At least he was... No... he wasn't working for Beliar. And... Oh, Pedro, you look different. And you changed your name? No, seriously, Milten, what are you doing here?
How did you get to the monastery so fast?
What kind of a question is that? I crept through the pass and made my way straight to the monastery.
Yeah, right.
Admittedly, it was never easy avoiding all the monsters making themselves at home on this side of the valley, but ultimately I encountered fewer problems than I expected.
Do you know anything about the hooded figures?
No, but I have a bad feeling about those guys. Be careful if you run into them.
Weird. Maybe Pedro has... what's it called? Recreation break? Hey, Parlin. Yeah, sorry for bringing a torch in here. But then again, you have torches on your own, so... doesn't really matter. Pyrokar, I have important news.
I've come from the old Valley of Mines.
What do you have to report?
The enemy has formed up there with an army of orcs and dragons.
We have already learned that from Milten. But what about the king's shipment of ore?
The mine they are digging for Garand in the valley cannot satisfy the demands of the king.
The days are becoming grayer, and the light of the sun is ever weaker.
I was attacked by men in black robes.
I know. Those are the Seekers, henchmen from the nether realms of Beliar. Beware of them, they will try to take possession of you. Once possessed, you will no longer be yourself. Only here in the monastery could you find help then, so be careful. I have asked Karas to look into this matter. He will certainly win some further insight soon, which can make us see clearer. Here, this rune will bring you directly back to the monastery if you need our help. Remember, we must offer resistance or we shall all be doomed.
Okay. Yeah, actually, could you please?
Heal me, Master, for I am possessed.
So be it. Take this potion. It will relieve you of your nightmares. May the mercy of Innos be your salvation. Act on his behalf and beware of the evil eye of the enemy.
Okay, thank God we are mages, because if we were of any other faction, I think we would have to pay quite a lot for these potions. At least that's what I read on the internet.
I have come to take the Eye of Innos.
I see that you have received an authorization from Lord Hagen himself to bear the Eye of Innos.
Yes.
I am afraid that I have to disappoint you. We have fallen victim to a treacherous plot of the enemy. The Eye of Innos has been violently taken from these sacred walls.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Who could be so impudent, Master?
Evil is cunning, and usually works in secret. Only rarely do you see it emerge to pursue its evil machinations in broad daylight. But these days, it's a different matter. The enemy now shows himself openly in the street, in every home and every public square. This can only mean that he no longer fears any adversary and is not going to shrink back from anything.
But what about the
One
eye?
of our most faithful followers, a candidate for the high robe of the Magicians of Fire, has changed his allegiance unexpectedly, and in an alarmingly evil manner. Pedro, the enemy has taken possession of him, thus inflicting a terrible defeat upon us. Pedro has forced his way into our most sacred halls and stolen the eye. I fear that he simply spent too much time by himself, outside of the gates, and thus beyond the protective walls of the monastery, exposed to all lurking dangers.
Are you bloody serious? Are you out of your bloody mind? I mean, seriously, the eye was right here in this very hall, right above your bloody head, and you didn't manage to guard it while I was in the bloody Valley of Mines, dodging orcs and killing mine crawlers and working my way around doing stupid stuff to get one letter after the other. And now I not only learn that the eye was all the time in your possession, you could have just given it to me, but that you actually managed to lose it to the enemy, to the bloody enemy. What kind of mages are you? You are good for nothing, and you are the High Council, seriously. I did in this last 1 month more for the Church of Innos than you did in your whole bloody life. Oh, god damn it, these guys, they are just so worthless.
Where did the thief flee to?
Pedro knocked down some of the other novices who tried to stop him and disappeared into the morning mist. Many novices have gone after him to bring the eye back to its place unharmed. If you want to catch up with them, you need to hurry before Pedro disappears out of your reach.
And you didn't think of going after him yourself? No? You waited for me to do that? Are you serious? You know what? No, I've other things to do. I'll do that in due time, but since you didn't think it's urgent enough to just run off after Pedro, I don't see why I should, so let's do all the other stuff first.
I've found a strange almanac.
Really? What kind of an almanac is that?
I'm not sure. I thought you would know what to do with it.
Forsooth, that is very disquieting. I am glad that you brought it to me. That was very wise. I assume that there are more of these. Go and find more of these books of damnation. I suspect that it is an instrument of the Seeker's power. They use it to control the lost souls of their victims. They obviously write down the names of those whom they are planning to possess in these books. Listen, I am giving you this magical letter. It will show you the names which are written in the books. Find those victims and bring me their books. I shall dispose of them. But first, you ought to show at least one of them to Karas. Maybe that will help him in his studies. Do not make the mistake to try and destroy them yourself. You are not ready to withstand their power. Do not get close to the Seekers, or they will take possession of you. If you still find yourself unable to resist their call, come back to me as fast as you can. Only here in the monastery can your soul be saved.
Is there no protection against their mental attacks?
That is possible. Karas could know something about that.
Another one of those long monologues of his.
I can tell you even more about
Oh.
those possessed.
Speak, brother.
I've found another almanac.
That is good.
Oh no!
I am afraid, however, that there are more of these to find.
Oh, come on,
Go
I
on
didn't...
searching. Take this. It is a gift from the monastery which will help you when you face evil. And remember to have a look at my magic letter once in a
Yes,
while.
shut up.
It is possible that they may try the same on others whose names were not yet found in the
Why is
almanacs.
he talking so much? Seriously, he is really annoying me. I don't need you anymore. Just shut up. Shut up, Pyrokar. You are so damn useless. Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm so damn angry at this guy. Not only is he talking and talking and talking and talking and talking, while he could just run off after Pedro. No, he also stole my second almanac. I didn't want to give it to him. I thought my hero has some other information for him. I needed that second almanac for Karas, and now I gave it to him, just so that he can put it on his bloody bookshelf.
Not so fast. I have another task for you.
And that is...
Now that you belong to the Brotherhood of Fire, you must also fulfill the duties that come with being one of us. The Church is not only concerned with the affairs of magic, it is also the final authority in the administration of justice, as you know. The latest case brought before us opens up a bottomless abyss and must be dealt with once and for all.
What? What case?
What's this about?
There is someone in the city who has sold falsified shares in the ore mines of the former penal colony. These papers are utterly worthless and of no importance, really. Still, they have the potential of stirring up trouble among the people, which we cannot afford to happen right now. The swindler is supposed to have approached all of the most reputable traders in the city and the country, and has evidently managed to sell his counterfeit mining shares to some of them. Find this evildoer and bring him before this panel. In such hard times we must not suffer swindlers and plunderers. We must make an example of him in order to deter the rest of the mob.
Okay.
I'll try to clear up the matter.
One thing more. When you visit those traders, do not let them know that you are looking for mining shares. I think they probably want to sell them on, and certainly would no longer offer them to you if they realized that you are dealing with them on behalf of the Church. Do you see?
Yes.
Then get to work. I wish you much success, brother.
Won't they, get suspicious that I'm working for the Church if they actually see me? I mean, it's not only that I'm the chosen one and quite popular among the crowd, but I also wear the robe of a magician, so people would be kind of stupid. Anyway, do you have something to say too?
One more little thing. Stay away from the roadside shrines. We have heard that some of them have been desecrated. No one can say what effect they have now. It is not your task to solve this problem. The paladins will take care of this matter.
Yeah, if you were a paladin, then you would have to do this quest, purify the shrines. But, yeah, we are not, so we don't. I seriously gave away both Almanacs, right? Yes, I did. That is absolutely beautiful. So, yeah, I have absolutely no intention of going after Pedro after they messed up so badly, and now they want me to basically make up for their mistakes. So no, I won't do that. I'm just mad at them. I will go to bed now. Open. Why can't I open the door? Ah, there we go. Alright, let's close the door again. Just in case some seekers come visit me at night. And, yeah, let's go to bed. This was just horrible. Oh, so horrible news. Let's walk up and down our chamber while we think about the last day. Okay, the eye is gone. And nobody knows where Pedro is gone, so yeah. Maybe we'll find some clues on where he went at some point, but for now we have some other important stuff to do. The eye is lost for now, and maybe our research will show us what else we can do to defeat the dragons. For now, there's only one thing to do, and that is to go to bed. So, I hope you guys have a good night's sleep, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.